market. If I have respect and understanding of what is that I purchased, then I do not try to copy it out in the market for 1 rupee or 80 paisa a copy and then make it 1,000 copies. If I know that when I am listening to music, there is an intellectual property in it, when I understand that, I start respecting it. When I start respecting it, I do not copy it from any internet center without paying royalty to the musician or to the singer. I honor them. The primary purpose is to understand the things around you and your association with those things and try to respect the intellect of others. That's the beginning of intellectual property and that's the ending of intellectual property. So these are all the what it deals with the patents or utility models, innovative products, whatever you invent that gets covered under patents. And then copyright and related rights like cultural, artistic, and literary works. Say if you paint like this, you take a pen and paper, you have painted like this. That's it. What is that? Is that your trademark? Is that what you have invented? No. Then what is that? That's your artistic work. When that's an artistic work, that gets protected under copyright law. How many of you are aware of Chota Bheem? Have you seen in Pogo? Chota Bheem is a copy protectable. The way how he looks, the way how he speaks, all that is, the look and feel, all that is copy protectable because that's an artistic work. Culture, artistic, and literary works. Those textbooks are the literary works are protected under copyright law. And my PPT, is it copyrightable or is it patentable? My PPT, my PowerPoint presentations, are they copyrightable or patentable? Copyrightable because that falls under category of artistic literary works. Did you understand? If somebody draws a picture of like Hanuman, then what is that? Is that patent or copyright? Falls under culture, artistic, so copyrightable. Then industrial designs. I'm giving you the example of this bottle and the chair. Their design is protected under designs law. So nobody can replicate design of the same chair in the same way. Nobody can manufacture the same chair in the same model with the same degree of curve. The curve, the length, the degree of height, weight, everything gets protected under designs law. So the 90 degrees or 45 degrees or 75 degrees, whatever. When we write designs, we measure everything of the chair. Not registered in the sense you purchased the land and left it open for anybody to occupy. As simple as it is. Physically, we cannot afford to do that, but intellectually, we are doing it because of our ignorance. Now, so trademarks is a distinct design. In our today's session, we'll go more on this trademarks only. Layout designs and integrated microchips, circuits. That's what even sir was referring to. These Android circuits, all that, all registered under layout designs, geographical indications like Tirupati Laddu. Tirupati is the place name and Laddu is eatable's name. Both are being mixed together, being sold in the market as Tirupati Laddu. Agra Petha. What else? Hyderabad biryani, fantastic. Hyderabad biryani. Kakinada Khaza. Guntur Mirchi. All these have geographical connectivities, and those are protected also. Say for example, I cannot sell a laddu made at home as Tirupati laddu because leave aside religious this thing, even otherwise also taste and other things. I am in a way taking their market share. Am I not doing that? I'm taking away their market share, which impacts their business altogether. So in that way, I'm not supposed to do Kakinada Kasa. When I make it at home and I cannot sell it as Kakinada Kasa, when it is not made in Kakinada. So it's about geographical indications. Yoga as a design, yes, you can copy protect it. Not, yeah, copy protect it because that's again artistic or cultural base. That has to be depicted as a picture. If I make a yogasana here, that per se cannot be copy protected. Cannot be copy protected, nor there is no protection at all. Because that has not been manifested into any realistic, tangible forms. When you do yoga, you benefit. That benefit is within. You need to manifest it into physical form, in one or the other form. Then that gets protected in any of these categories. That manifestation ought to be in any of these forms. In any of these forms. It should be either artistic or creative design or a kind of microchip, some kind of, it can be a process. Process per se, what process we are talking about? Process of manufacturing something? Yoga as a process, if is being put in a CD, put in a book. Yes, process per se, except for manufacturing, cannot be protected. Manufacturing process as such can be patented.
Modi was saying in US
Huh.
that we are not
Correct. That has to be manifested. I mean, one form or the other, that has to be put into any of these forms. Only then we can do that. Trade secrets. Trade secrets, we know confidential business information. Coca-Cola's the trade secret formula is not being replicated anywhere. And that is for only for this kind of businesses. Perhaps as you are all familiar with the company law, also I can take that example. Where the trade secret is the essence of business. Their unlimited liability companies are more required or more advisable. Where the business essence of the business or the subject matter of business is trade secret, then unlimited liability model or format of company is more advisable because all the members who are into the business, they will be jointly and severally liable for all the consequences if they reveal the trade secret. So such liability will be there on them. So that's the, anyhow, next. Why IPRs, like any other property, need to be protected? This, anyhow, we can skip off. Article 27, Universal Declaration of Human Rights held IPRs high. That's the first Universal Declaration. IPR was first recognized in the Paris Convention. Industrial properties, when anyhow material is given there to you, just to them. Progress of well-being. The proper intellectual property is the purpose of them is the progress and well-being of humanity depends on ability to create. That the creator has to be protected, and what has been created by him also has to be protected. IPRs has come into picture because of well-being, and humanity has to be protected altogether. The next one, common and benefits. IPRs are rewarded and fuel the progress. Agree or disagree? If IPRs are protected, then they reward, they fuel the progress. Agree? How? If your intellectual creation is protected, then that, sorry? Correct. Correct. Nobody can replicate it. That's in one way. Secondly, we all respect his intellectual property and try to add value to that. The very incentive of IPRs being put into market is to give a value addition, opportunity for the rest of the market to give value addition to his invention. Say he has invented X object, and I have a further advancement idea. If it discloses that to me as a product, manifest in a product, then I will exercise more on that, work more on that, and then make it more convenient, usable to the market at large, public at large. In that way, the share in the knowledge will keep the entire market upfront to the advancements. So, please. Correct. Correct, because they are cost effective. No, in no way, because generic medicine does not, is in fact, for the benefit of the larger market segment, government has taken the obligation of marketing them or taking them to the market or public at large. If the same medical combination, if I use and put a trademark on that, anyhow, brand image of me would make the people buy. Say for example, I have I have medicine at home. My father asked me to take that medicine for which helps me a lot. That cures my disease. But still, I approach a doctor for the simple reason that if he advises me to take it, would be far beneficial to me. Because his advice would be more updated and he would know me personally and tell me what is good and what is bad, and a professional advice is more committed. So that's the reason. And then, so without the reward of providing patent systems, so researchers and inventors would have little incentives. So the more research will take place only when already explored research, explored inventions have been put to the access of the market at large. Then, so these are the classification of